The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Looking for a pair of shoes? Let's Up Stores has a wide range of selection for unisex footwear. We have the best quality of all brands at pocket-friendly prices, and we make deliveries countrywide. Just place your order or reach us on 0772 08 0090. You can also check up at Let's Up Stores on all our social media platforms. Let's Up, craft your own footprints. Are you craving for that special meal that will entice your taste buds and leave you with lasting, thrilling memories? Look no further. Spice Island Bulenga has got your answer. Natural, fresh and delicious juice, the best meals. Don't miss our daily specials from Monday to Sunday. Pizza Wednesday, Saturday Pizza Bonanza, you buy one and take two. Come dine with us and feel the experience. We are located at Prime Shopping Center in Bulenga, Mitiana Road. For inquiries, call us on 0704 11 1720. Spice Island, we treat your cravings.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
A very good morning, our dear viewer. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Alternative Dig Talk TV. Keneth Rubatsimbira Rwemirembe has never stopped being my name. And thank you so much once again for being part of us this fresh morning. I believe everything is fresh out there. We are fresh to present you freshest updates ever on planet Earth. This is the Alternative Dig Talk TV. If information, reliable information, and good presentation was an empire, Dig Talk TV would be the emperor. And we are here, of course. This is the Mighty Drive, Monday to Friday. We do this from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. just to keep you updated with the current information and tell you what's happening in Uganda and even abroad. This segment is always known as the Mighty Global News Updates in this full show of the Mighty Drive. I do come in here and give you what's happening in the country. We have a lot of stories that are shaping conversations this morning. You do not have to go away. The best decision you can ever make is to tap that subscribe button and you join tens of thousands of people who did that some time back and who are still doing it. So join them and subscribe to our channel, The Alternative Uganda, on Facebook, The Alternative Uganda on The Alternative Dig Talk on YouTube. You can be part of us always and get the best information you can rely on to make an informed decision. I believe out there you're having a good day, and if it's not that good, we pray that it goes better. That's why you come in here. At least be happy that someone out there comes to your screen to just tell you that things will be fine, and you have to know what's happening in the country without paying for that service. We come here to present to you what is happening in the country, to tell you matters of national importance, matters that benefit Uganda and the entire world. We are here always to do that for you. So if you love matters of national importance and you prioritize reliable information in this news empire, where we are the emperor of this empire. I mean the news, the reliable news empire. Now let's dive deeper into what's happening this fresh morning. We have a lot of stories. The presidential race is heating up each passing day. Everyone is trying to garner the support that will make them Uganda's next president. And let me start right away with this story of President Museveni. Yesterday he was in Koboko and Maracha, of course, asking the people of that area, of those particular areas, to support him and vote him into office once again. the office that he has been in for close to now 40 years. And he says the NRM government has achieved milestones, and it's now time to reward the NRM government and bring them back into power, such that they can protect the gains achieved so far and contribute to Uganda's success and even becoming reaching that middle income status, which President Museveni and the NRM people say is now just a short distance from where we are. So they are yet to achieve that. That is if Ugandans choose the NRM government once again and they vote them into office. Koboko and Marasha were painted yellow. Yesterday, thousands and thousands of people were there to welcome President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who was accompanied by the love of his life, Janet Kataha Museveni. She was there, of course, and they asked all Ugandans, including the people of Maracha and Koboko, to vote NRM once again to prioritize the best ideologies that the NRM has, saying that they have always fought sectarianism, tribalism, and all the vices. President Museveni says those were the vices that were leaving Uganda, or were tying Uganda into backwardness. That is before the NRM government came into power. And he says there are some opposition leaders who are prioritizing tribalism, which he says could be a threat to Uganda's democracy and Uganda's success at large, saying that the NRM government is the only option for Ugandans. They have proven that over time. They have done the best for this country, and they know where they are going. That politicians, in President Museveni's opinion, politicians are supposed to be like doctors, that they should understand the human anatomy, the entire body of a human being, if they are to become great doctors. He was trying to refer to some opposition leaders who, he says, do not know the problems of Uganda as a country, and so they are coming without a clear foundation. They do not know what Uganda needs at the time. And he says the NRM government knows what Uganda needs, and they are here to serve Ugandans and make sure that Uganda becomes successful and achieves great things in this shortest time possible. That is, if President Museveni is voted back into office. And we are waiting, of course. Our eyes are always ready to see what is happening over there, and the moment anything happens, we just rush in the studios here and tell you what's happening from the comfort of your seat, just on your screen. As long as you tap the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, such that whenever we go on a line or whenever we go live, you're the first to get that notification. And if you prioritize matters of national importance, always share to a friend who would love such amazing information that contributes to Uganda's development and even the betterment of the world at large. Thank you. Now let's head to our other story. Of course, I told you in the very beginning that the presidential rate is heating up. And as DigTalk TV, we are dedicated to bringing such information to you, to tell you who are the people in the race, what do they say, such that when that time comes for voting, you know who is right to vote into office. We are not partisan saying that this is the person we say you should vote, but we tell you what are they saying, what are their agenda, so that you can make an informed decision independently as a person, and you see, based on this, I will vote this person into office. He's the right fit for the presidential office. So now, General Mugisha Muntu yesterday was also in Zimbabwe, and he was asking people of that particular area to support him and vote the Alliance for National Transformation and him as a person into office, citing out the major challenges that these people in Zimbabwe face, including poor roads. As you're seeing on that screen, they are trying to push their van, but because of the poor roads that were very muddy with a lot of potholes, transport was difficult. Moving from one place to another was somehow difficult, which here Mugisha Muntu said it's a symptom of poor leadership in the country, and that if the Alliance for National Transformation is voted into the presidential office, if General Mugisha Muntu is voted into office, that all of these things will be solved, all these problems will be solved, and that it is time for the people of Uganda to now see the light, and the light which is the Alliance for National Transformation, and vote them into office. He also talked about poor health care, which the locals said was also their major challenge. And he promised that if the Alliance for National Transformation comes to power, all of that will be a gone case. He will solve all of that he has been a leader, he knows what Uganda needs, and he is the right person for this office, in his opinion. And the people, some of them were welcoming him, saying probably this is the time for Uganda to have a new leader, who is General Gregory Muntu. Mugisha Muntu Oyera, that is General Mugisha Muntu there in Zimbabwe, of course. The most surprising thing is that he asked the people of that particular area to vote in Nina Rose. You know, Nina Rose has the NUP ticket, but he said, General Muntu said, for them, as the Alliance for National Transformation, their aim is to see a new Uganda, and whoever comes, much as they may not be from their party, Alliance for National Transformation, but as long as their agenda is to bring the new positive change in this country, they are ready to support them. He said that whether the candidate is having the NUP ticket or any other opposition political party, for them, as the Alliance for National Transformation, they can support him, and they ask all Ugandans to support such a person, as long as their agenda is a new Uganda, of course with positive change, not just a new Uganda where everything will be worse. In his opinion, he said the Alliance for National Transformation is doing that to show the new beginning for political parties in the country. Some were saying that is mature politics, saying that General Mugisha Muntu is showing mature politics, and that it's high time Ugandans saw the benefits of that and vote him into office. And he probably becomes Uganda's next president, and we are waiting to see who of the 8 male candidates in this race will make it to the top and become Uganda's next president. Now, moving on, Honorable Kyagulanyi Robert Ssentamu was also in Kibuku district and Butaleja. He was there to ask the people of those particular areas to support the National Unity Platform and vote him into office, of course. In this tight race, as I told you, he started by commissioning the party offices in Kibuku. So they were launching their party offices there in Kibuku district. Then he headed to his rally where he asked the people to support the National Unity Platform. Kyagulanyi Robert Ssentamu says Uganda's major problem is President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and the NRM government, that the National Unity Platform is ready to change the narrative. That is, if Ugandans see the light and vote NUP into office. Kyagulanyi said he had not come there to just ask people to support him, that he knew that Ugandans would still vote him even if he never appeared anywhere. But his aim is to remind Ugandans of their role in this democratic process and the election process, of course. He says Ugandans are ready for that new change, and that it is time for them to fight hard and they overthrow who they call the dictator, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, of course, democratically through elections. The NUP is fighting, Alliance for National Transformation is fighting, and very many other political parties are fighting to bring their candidate to the topmost office in the country, the office of the President of the Republic of Uganda. Thousands, of course, as you see on the screen, were also there to welcome him. He started singing, chants were out, were louder than ever before, people singing Bobi, 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 as you know they always do. So they were there to welcome their leader, the presidential flag bearer for the National Unity Platform Party, Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. Also, Nandala Nathan Mafabi was also in Sebei and Bugesu yesterday, marking the second day in those ends of Bugesu and Sebei region. He started in Bulamburi, where he reminded Ugandans, the residents of Bulamburi, that the government has always left them behind because Bulamburi is known for the disaster like landslides. So he said the government has not done enough to better the welfare of these people, that the government doesn't think about them, saying that the government has always lacked proper planning. And the Forum for Democratic Change under the leadership of Nathan Nandala Mafabi as the president, if Ugandans choose him, he will better that. He will promote the welfare of the people. He said it is time for now the new government to come in. He promised that in 5 years he would have done more than President Museveni has done to now, close to 40 years in power. That in 5 years his achievements would outweigh those of President Museveni in 40 years. 5 years of Nandala Mafabi, in his opinion, would bring more achievements to Uganda's development, or Uganda as a country, more than President Museveni has done in close to 40 years. Of course, we are waiting. Whatever is said is always recorded, and we'll come back here if he becomes the president and probably things don't go on that well. We'll be here to tell you. Munyagwa, who is the presidential flag bearer for the Common Man's Party, yesterday was in Namutumba asking the people of that particular area to also support him and vote him once again into office of the president. He said, as usual, he has never stopped making crowds laugh. He said that he started by thanking the security personnel, the security officers who were there, saying that the DPC had not disrupted their campaigns, that he had told the DPC and all the police men that whoever disturbed him, or whoever even disturbs him up to now, he will be noted somewhere in his new black book that he bought, where he records whoever disturbs him, such that when he comes to office, he will deal with that person. He reminded the women over there that it's now time for them to get pregnant, because if he becomes Uganda's president, he will take care of their children, saying, go have children, go get pregnant, Munyagwa will take care of the child. Of course, he mentioned other things like improving infrastructure and the economy of the country, and that Ugandans should vote the Common Man's Party under his leadership, Honorable Munyagwa. And he was accompanied by other party officials, including the Secretary General of the Common Man's Party, Moses Bijirwa, and very many other people out there. So it's time probably for the pregnant, or for those women who want to get pregnant and who want to vote him into office, that you do that as early as possible. If you believe he will make it to office, you get pregnant, he will take care of the baby. Those were his words, that he will better the health care, so there will be no more worry about that. Now lastly, the NUP has showed interest in joining the IPOD, the Inter-Party Organization for Dialogue, and people were criticizing them, saying they were speaking ill against the IPOD, saying that the political parties which were in the IPOD were just agents of President Museveni, and that the NUP wasn't ready to join the iPod. Now, recently we saw a letter that was circulating all over social media that NUP wanted to join the iPod. Now, yesterday, Honorable Norbert Mao said that NUP should be allowed to join the iPod, that it's good news, it's a good move for iPod, for NUP to join iPod, saying that whoever was criticizing that should even stop. People should stop, especially the food, he said the foot soldiers who are trying to show that iPod is bad and the NUP should not join. They should leave that. NUP should now join the iPod, that Nope. The NUP has seen the light and it's time to cheer them up, and they join the iPod, saying in this common Luganda slang of akapande wakasomya bubi, which interprets to that one has misinterpreted the signpost. He said NUP could have misinterpreted the signpost some time back. Akapande yali akasoma bubi some time back, but if now the NUP has now understood the clear interpretation of this signpost, it is time to welcome the NUP on board, saying that yes, they laughed at the Democratic Party after joining the iPod, that now they are seeing the benefits and it's now time for them to join the iPod. People should stop posting videos showing that a few moments later, and that trend that has been circulating all over social media. That is it for now. I am Keneth Rubatsimbira Rwemirembe. Have a good morning. The Mighty Drive